Our sharing today will be off of the book of John, chapter 13, verses 1 to 17. I've read this passage many times, but it's not until I had to actually share about it that I read it and I was like, wow, what a rich passage. Because I am putting myself in that room with Jesus and his disciples, and I'm asking myself, Lord, this is your last hour. And you decide to do what? To wash your disciples' feet. And I'm like, okay. First of all, the relationship there is just an amazing story. An amazing way to see how Christ and his disciples, the relationship that they had. And I'm thinking to myself, Melve, what is your mission on earth? Why are you here on earth? Clearly, this passage is telling me that at the end of the day, the calling might be great, but my mission is to serve others. And today I really want to focus on a few things. I want to focus on Judas and Peter. Judas here, if you read the passage here, Judas is the one that betrayed Christ. And Christ actually knew that Judas would betray him. If you look at verse 11, it said, for he knew who would betray him. And the person that betrayed Christ here was Judas. And Judas is the one that, Jesus decided to still wash Judas' feet. And I'm thinking to myself, would I wash my enemy's feet? What would I do if I knew that someone was going to betray me? Would I still be there to wash their feet? Would I still be there to serve them? Wow. Isn't that an interesting question to ask yourself? Because Jesus here could have either told Judas, could have done something to Judas because he's the master and Judas is the servant. But Jesus just decided that, yes, I know you're going to betray me, but I will still serve you. It's a lesson, which is one of his commandments in the Bible. He tells us that we should love our enemies. And I'm thinking to myself, I should not be selective on who I choose to serve. I should not be selective on who I choose to love. My mission on earth here is to serve everybody. Not just those that are good to me, but I need to serve even those that will betray me, even those that will backbite me. I have to serve them, just like Jesus did here. And we're looking at Peter here. I love Peter. Peter here is asking God. He's told God, are you going to wash my feet? You shall never wash my feet. And the way I look at it here, I'm looking at Peter saying, I am not worthy of you doing this. I am not clean. I do not deserve this. And many of us, including myself, have found ourselves in Peter's shoes where I am questioning God. Where I am questioning God in the sense where, God, why are you still using me? God, why do you still allow my voice to be a message for my generation? Why do you still allow me to pray for the sick and for the sick to be healed when I am not worthy? I am telling God, Jesus, you should wash other people's feet. You should use other people. You should not use me. But Christ here is showing us here that despite of who you are, despite of your mistakes, despite of your failures, despite of the things that you've done, his love is not conditional. Christ still washes Peter's feet. Just to tell you, you do not need to be perfect to serve God. You do not need to be perfect to use your voice to be a message for your generation. Many of us, even me, I question God sometimes about my calling. But God is telling Peter here, though your feet are dirty, though you are not worthy, I am still going to wash your feet. And I love the last part as I'm ending here. He told them that what he is doing is to show them that they will also do it for others. It's to show us that though Christ is using us in our failures, Christ is using us with our mistakes, it's for us to also have the same mercy for others. For us to also remind others that God doesn't need you to be perfect. He just wants you to lay it at the cross. He wants you to pin it at the cross and let him use you just the way that you are. Let him wash your feet. As dirty as they are, as messy as they are, let him wash your feet and use you just the way that you are. Because Christ is not asking you to be perfect. He's asking you to come as you are and let him wash your feet. I hope this was a blessing for you as much as it was a blessing for me.